Speak to my heart, 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 speak to my heart.
Greetings, Home Bible Faith Community Church. We thank God for you today. We thank God for the present power of His Holy Spirit, and we bless His name. And greetings to all of you on this Independence Day weekend. I am eternally grateful to God for His goodness, for His keeping power in the time of this plague pandemic. We thank Him that He is still the way, the truth, and He is the light. And so I am excited and delighted to be here today. Greetings to all of the members of Open Bible Faith Community Church and our listeners. Our message today from Proverbs, the 28th chapter, the first 5 verses. And it reads as follows: the wicked man flees, though no one pursue him. But the righteous are as bold as a lion. When a country is rebellious, it has many rulers. But a man of understanding and knowledge maintains order. A ruler that oppresses the poor is like a driving rain that leaves no crops. Those who forsake the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law resist him. Finally, verse 5, evil men do not understand justice, but those who seek the Lord understand it fully. God bless His word today. Evil men and justice. Hear the word, or hear the Proverbs and live a successful life. Learn the art of successful living, for the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That is the theme that is most prominent in the book of Proverbs. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Evil men and justice. The list is too long for the hour. It is too numerous to number, but they are in many places and eras. The evil men. They have the same or the similar character. They are dictators and tyrants and bullies, bloodthirsty. They are mean, they're inhumane, narcissistics, they are narcissists, and they are kings. We have these evil men in every age, and the Proverbs, the book of wisdom, the vitamins for those who are seeking wisdom, says that evil men do not understand justice. And it is clear, and it is both sad and It leaves a sense of sorrow, for we have an evil man. We have an evil one in America who is head of state. I never thought that we would ever be in such dark, dreary, and weary times. But people in power without wisdom or prudence, to our detriment, is the evil hand that we are being dealt. My brothers and sisters, what was once common has become uncommon. For common sense was the attitude or the spirit of the day. And common sense can carry us a long way even today. Many things that are happening in the world today make no sense. Solomon speaks much about the foolishness of mankind. It makes no sense. Evil men who are in power play on the same platform. They are professional liars. And they follow their father, the devil, for he is a liar, and he is also the father of lies. When we look quickly into the text, we see that there are some things in this lesson that if we would heed the words of Solomon, we can really understand that he who dwells in the shadow of the Almighty. We can understand when the songwriters say that. First, in our text, the wicked flee. They flee. And nobody is, or nothing is pursuing them. Might I say to you today, they run and they hide, they take cover. The wicked flee, and one of the problems that the wicked have in their flight is they try to sometime outrun their own conscience. The wicked flee. The way the wicked is the way of the coward. For the coward will talk at you, but they'll never talk with you. But the Bible said that the righteous have courage. That courage is they hold ground like a lion. And if anybody know anything about lions, a lion will defend his territory. The righteous have courage. They're courageous to do the right thing when everyone else is doing wrong. This is a good word for the youth and the young people today, is that if you want to stand in righteousness, you can't follow everybody. You can't always go with the crowd. But if you're going to stand in righteousness, it's going to take some courage. It takes courage to do the right thing. As a matter of fact, you need to please understand today that it takes just as much effort to do wrong as it takes to do right. And so, my friends, today, if you are young, you are battling a demon that never rests. And so you need to be courageous and take courage and do the right thing. For the difference between right and wrong is clearly seen and discerned between the righteous and the wicked. Solomon make it plain for us. Proverbs, the Proverbs, these wise and practical way of living. They express a philosophy that is not popular in our day, but I've come to tell you that is God's way. For Jesus said as he walked the dusty seashores of Galilee, I am the way, the truth, and the light. Our text in its trajectory as it moves, verse 2 speaks of a capable ruler, a capable leader. A good ruler, a good leader will stabilize a government. But when sin abounds, we will not have good government and good leaders or good rulers because amen, they are incapable of dealing with the complexity of a nation such as America. The text speaks of the ability and the capability, the prudence and the wisdom of a wise leader. Want to lead, but are you capable? And if we move in, it moves, the text is flowing like a ship on a mighty ocean because it speaks of changing rulers. For whenever evil prevails in the land, there will be different leaders or different rulers. There'll be a change in leadership, changing rulers, and the government will not be stable. System of 4 years, possibly 8. And all I would say to you today, my brothers and sisters, remember November. Your march to the polling place can be prophetic in your procedures when you punch the right button. Evil does not promote stability in government. The sin problem we have in America has given us an unstable and an unwise government. And one of the problems is that's clear that many who claim to be righteous or evangelicals or whatever they would call themselves, many support evil. Many supported you enable. And even though you enable him, he's still not capable. Corrupt rulers, they take the path of the rich and the poor oppress the poor. It is amazing how we come from humble beginnings and we will get on our feet, for lack of a better word, and then we begin to oppress those who oppressed us. Let me paint the picture, if I could. We speak of oppression. Oppression, when it comes to the poor, it has to do with swindling, scheming, and stealing. A swindler is dishonest. He gets swindling is dishonest gain and get it however they can. That's who a swindler is. But then I thought about corporate swindling, and my brothers and sisters, amen, these high interest rate credit cards. I remember when I first started out in life, went from my parents' home and to establish my own home. No matter how good you are or what your intentions are, you're going to have to establish your own credit. And one of the things I never understood is why, when so many young people in America, in the land of plenty, they strike out to make good and do it on their own, and they can't get credit. But when they do give you credit, it's of a high interest rate. That's swindling. Swindling poor people out of the little bit that they have. That is a sin. But not only do the corrupt take the path of the swindler, the path of the schemes. We have all of these get-rich-quick schemes. We have all form of gambling. We have these schemes. They're products of paper only. They don't mean anything. It's just a piece of paper. Then stealing. That 24th verse of chapter 28, the chapter in which we are in, it speaks of robbing your parents, and saying it's not a sin is the same as murder. And God will judge you accordingly. Can I say to some young people today, amen, the text says robbing your father, but I'm saying robbing your parents. Robbery, the inside job within the family, amen, is not the way to go. And this text is in there because Solomon was young, and Solomon had some ways, and God gave him some wisdom, but the temptation of doing wrong is at the footstep of every person who have a desire to do right. Is at the front door. Oh, my brothers and my sisters, and these changing rulers with their corruptions and their schemes and stealing and swindling, amen, they say things that make no sense. You say you are rich, but how did you get your wealth? If you, O corrupt man, amen, have gotten your rich through honest means, then release your taxes so all can see. I wish I had a witness in here today. The righteous, my brothers and sisters, always is in contention. There's always tension, for there must be righteous contention. The righteous will contend with the wicked, because the righteous will not praise the wicked. The righteous know that the wicked have no win. I'm sad to announce today something that you already know, and that is we have a tendency to praise the wicked, and we want to put down the righteous, but the Lord have the final word. Solomon is talking to all of us. You can discern who is and who is not righteous by their attitude towards evil. If evil is okay with you, then you are on the wrong side. The righteous does not tolerate evil. But in the fact that there's going to be contention, the text speaks to the fact if there is contention, somebody must comprehend. So what is comprehended or understood by the righteous is a point of contention for the wicked. For evil men, thank you, Jesus, do not understand justice. Evil men have no comprehension of the Bible and the thing that is connected to righteous thinking. For so a man thinketh, so is he. This explanation, this explains, my brothers and sisters, why many politicians simply can't grasp right and wrong. For the biblical explanation for his ignorance is the evil man do not understand justice. That is why justice in America has been so elusive. Folk don't understand that all men are created equal. Those are just words if you don't understand justice. If you don't understand justice, color of skin is going to affect, amen, your decision or your walk in life. But I believe the Bible is right, because what is good and perfect is blocked from the mind and the spirit of the evil. Evil men do not understand justice because he don't understand Jesus. Don't understand justice because, amen, he do not understand Jesus. Jesus said, whosoever will, let him come. An open invitation to all that would receive everlasting life. Jesus is calling today. He's calling men to come. He's calling women, boys, and girls. I want you to know that evil men are not reliable. You can't count on them. They say one thing and they do another. You cannot rely upon him. But Jesus, who is the Christ, he keeps his promises. So in spite of the lack of understanding of the evil man and the work of the wicked, put your trust today, my friends, in the Lord. Put your trust in Jesus and take a seat at the table of wisdom and learn how to live in these unusual and chaotic days. For the God we serve is still in control. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you. May he lift up his countenance unto you and give you peace. The call from him is, no matter what the evil says, my invitation is available. Come to Jesus. Take a seat at the table of wisdom. God bless you.
Da 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 da.